So today I'm sharing you one application, attendance API hosting using the cloud storage service. So simple storage service is again provided by cloud resources, cloud provider, and with the help of that simple storage service, the user is able to host the site, host the API with the help of that S3 service. So today I'm showing you how to develop the full procedure of developing API, application programming interface API for attendance system, and how to host that API with the help of cloud resources using S3 service. So today I'm going to show you how to log in the AWS account, how to create the table, then Lambda function, then creating and deploying the API gateway with the help of host method, and then at the end we'll see how to host the website or that web API with the help of S3 service. So let us see practically how to host the web API, RESTful API with the help of Cloud S3 service. So let us start. So I'm signing to the console, AWS console. So AWS, I have already signed in. First, let us see the DynamoDB required for attendance system. So I have created one database, virtual database for DynamoDB. So let us see the database first. So I have already created two videos. So this is my third video on AWS services. So I have created the two tables. So for attendance system, I am using this attendance table. So I have created the table. I have given the ID as a primary key, partition key, and I have not added anything on this particular table. So our plan is, our aim is to adding the record with the help of attendance system, with the help of attendance API. So I have just created the database. After creating the database, the next thing is creating the Lambda function. So DynamoDB, then I'm opening Lambda function. So the first thing is DynamoDB tables, attendance, and the Lambda function. So in Lambda function, just open the Lambda function. I have created three functions, and for our attendance system, I have created the attendance function. I'm going to show you how this attendance function looks like. Here I have used Python language for writing the Lambda function. So Python is used for writing the Lambda function. Our Lambda function is loading. So see here, the Lambda function, I have imported JSON. I have imported Boto3 library, which is provided by Amazon AWS. So it's a Python package provided by AWS. So AWS SDK, Boto3. You will find the documentation on that particular site. After that, for I want date and time when the student submit the attendance. So date and time is also required. So from time input, GM time and strf time. So I have created the database name, and the database name is so DynamoDB Boto3 resource DynamoDB table is used, virtual database. Then table equal to DynamoDB dot table, and table name is attendance. Here I am taking the attendance table for storing the attendance of the student. And here I have taken the system time. So system time I have taken, and I have stored that system time into now functions, now variable. So I have written the Lambda event. So Lambda handlers handle the events. It asks the student, student name, student roll number, and student course name. So these three parameters required for this particular API. And after accepting these three details, the response equal to table.put item. So put item is used for adding the record inside the DynamoDB. And the first thing is ID. So I am inserting the name. Then the roll number, I am inserting the roll. Then the course name, I am inserting the course. And the latest greeting time. So current time is again taken with the help of system time, and that time is also, date and time is also included, inserted in the database. So we'll get the name, roll number, course name, and the time of the attendance. So the attendance requirement is again okay. And if the student submit the record successfully 200, the student will get the message, your attendance record is added successfully. So after this, you save this particular record. After saving the record, your Lambda function is ready. Then you create the API gateway. So API gateway in the services. Open the API gateway in new tab. So open the API gateway in the new tab. So in API gateway, I have created the API called attendance API. I have already shown you the procedure how to create the API. So same procedure I have used for creating the API. API, and I have used the post method. With the help of post method, I am calling the that attendance API, and after that I have deployed that API into the server. So I have deployed that API into the server, and to invoke that API application programming interface, this particular URL is required. So I'm copying this particular URL. Control C. So the URL is created, URL is deployed, and after deploying the URL, the next thing is writing the HTML code. So I'm sharing you one more file. So I have created two files. The first one is error.html, and error.html contain only the error page, and second file I have created, I'm closing all the other files. So error.html is again required while hosting the website using S3 resource. So error.html, only the error message is again written, and index.html I have written the code for hosting the API. So HTML, then style sheet, simple style sheet I have used. Then I have written the script. So call the API, insert the student ID, student name, and course name. Then with the help of this JSON input, the student ID, student name, and course name is again provided to the host method, post method. And with the help of this post method, the record is inserted into database with the help of API. And same link I have copied here. This is what the URL we have taken from the API. So after deployment, this URL is again received. So that URL is again posted here. And if the successful message, then provide the successful message to the user, and if not successful, then the error message. So the form, HTML form, contain the today's attendance, roll number, student ID, student name, student course, one button, and after clicking the button, call the API document.element by ID, first the student ID, then student name, and after that student course name, and you just click on call API. So before uploading this particular file, I'm closing this. I'm sharing the screen. Minimizing the file. So let us execute this file. So this is HTML file display, and the another file is error file. So see the error file display, error page. So the programs are again ready. Then I'm opening the service. The service name is S3 service. S3 service in a new tab. So the S3 is what? Simple storage service provided by Amazon Cloud, and with the help of S3, I'm uploading the. So this is what the buckets available in the S3. So two buckets I have created. So I'm using one empty bucket for hosting this particular site. I'm uploading the files. First I'm selecting the index.html. So add the file, and from the desktop select the index.html. So I'm opening index.html. Then second file, upload. 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 Error.html. So upload these two files. So index.html is uploaded. Error.html is also uploaded. So after uploading the file, click on the file and make the public. So successfully executed error.html. Then select another bucket, same bucket. Use index file, and make public. So I have created one bucket. In that bucket, I have uploaded two files. One HTML file and another one is error file. So generally hosting the API, hosting the site, we require two major files. One is index and another one is so select the bucket. After selecting the bucket, click on properties. Use the static website hosting link to host the website on S3 simple storage service. So hosting the website with the help of bucket Amazon S3. I'm clicking on static website hosting. It will ask you use this bucket to host the website. I'm providing first file index.html and second one is error.html. Index.html and error.html. Then after providing this, you just save this. After saving, you open the bucket. So now our site is ready for hosting. So you just click on this particular link. So put the roll number. So I'm putting my roll number as 21. Student name. So see here, you will get a message that your attendance record is added successfully and the user name, student name. Just click on OK. So our record is added successfully. Let us open the DynamoDB attendance record and click on items. See here, the ID is Dr. Mahesh Poddar, the date and time, the course name, MCA, and roll number is 21. So this is what the record is again present in the database. So this is what the procedure of hosting the website web API with the help of Amazon S3 services. So today I am covering this much only.